Hi guys, it's Angie. I haven't vlogged for a little bit, so I wanted to get on and say hi, check in. I was on vacation all last week, and since I did my best impression of a slug last week, I'm beat today. Today was my first day back to work. I'm just now driving home. I actually had a very productive day, but I'm tired. You wouldn't think just going a week with, being lazy would have that big of an impact, but, I slept in every day. I stayed up late every night. During the day, during the week, several of the days, I just watched movies all day long, scary movies, because I have Amazon Prime, and normally I just watch it from my laptop, but what I did was I debated over whether or not to buy Fire TV, because we have Apple TV, and I've been really disappointed in it, and luckily it was free because I'm trying to get on the highway and there's people that don't want to let me over. Why you gotta be rude? But anyway, I got the Apple TV for free because I can earn these points at work, and then you can redeem them for different products, all kinds of stuff. There's tons of stuff you can pick from. And so one of the things I picked one time was Apple TV. And it was pretty disappointing, really. You can't really add new apps to it and stuff. It just comes with what it comes with, and a lot of the stuff that it comes with you actually have to pay a fee to use. Netflix and things like that I think are standard. But anyway, with Fire TV, they put it on sale, and so I did go ahead and order it, and I got it before I started vacation, and oh my god, I love that thing. There's tons, of course, Amazon Prime, if you're a Prime member, there's a lot of movies and things that you can see for free. Even if you're not a Prime member, there's free ones. It's just as Prime, there's additional free ones. And then there's also a lot of movies that are 99 cents, and then there's some that are, I think, ridiculous. I don't know why anybody would rent them. But for the most part, I was able to keep myself plenty entertained on vacation, watching all kinds of scary movies, and some of them were really good. Some of them were just, so-so. But I really like that Fire TV, and you can put a bunch of other apps on it. You can even play games on it if you want, which I probably won't do, but the remote that comes with it is really cool because you can search for movies like with your voice. You can say something instead of trying to type it in, and I did that a lot, and it worked really good. It never messed up, not once. So I've been very impressed with Fire TV. I'm very happy with it, and I still have a lot to explore. I looked at, I added a couple. There's like a thing called Crackle that's free, and it's got like older movies and some TV shows and stuff, and I think that was the only thing that I downloaded that it didn't come with. But there's bunches of stuff, and I like how it's customizable. So anyway, like I said, I just slugged around all week. It was great. It was like my birthday was on the 21st, and I didn't really do anything special for my birthday. My husband and I decided this year not to get each other presents, just to kind of cut back on the stress of that. But I did get some birthday money from my mom and my mother-in-law, so one of the days I did go out shopping with my birthday money and got me a couple of new sweaters and some blouses, and there is this eye cream that I've been debating over whether or not to get. It says you can use it on under your eye, or actually your eyelids and everything, and it's supposed to help decrease puffiness and decrease the looks of fine lines, all that kind of stuff. Well, I had gotten a sample. As a matter of fact, I'm still using the sample, like this little tube in one of the beauty boxes that I get. And I was using it really consistently every morning for like a couple of weeks in a row. And when I do my makeup, I put mascara on my bottom lashes, I have a magnifying mirror. And so I was up in this magnifying mirror doing the bottom lashes, and all of a sudden it's like it just hit me. A lot of those fine lines that I had down here, you know, they were still there, but they weren't as noticeable. I mean, nothing, I don't think there's anything that can eliminate that stuff, because I mean, I think once they're there, but so just, you know, using a tiny little bit just on like my pinky fingernail down, I use it down here and over here, and I don't use it on the tops of my eyelids because it burns just a tiny little bit right after you put it on. I mean, just the slightest sensation. It's not uncomfortable at all, not to me, and it goes away really quick. So I didn't really want to use it on the upper eyelids, but anyway, it worked really good, and it's by Doctor, and it's called like liquid phototherapy red light treatment or something. They've changed the name, but not the formulation. It's still the same. It's just like an eye serum. I put it on Instagram. I put a picture of it on Instagram. But anyway, I told my mom when they were up here for the reunion, I says, I know this stuff's going to end up being expensive because it works and I love it. And I'm not real big on spending a lot of money on that kind of stuff. So I priced it $65, but it comes in a, you know, a really good size, you know, usually how eye creams come in like those little tiny pots. This is like a tall, like a big container, like a ½ ounce, which is a lot for an eye cream. So I told my husband, I says, well, you know, I kept using the sample. And he was like, well, you know, because I told him, I says, the sample's lasted so long, I know that the jar of it would last probably a year. And he says, well, you know, break it up by month and think, you know, it's really not that expensive if you go by month, you know. But so anyway, what I decided to do was, I knew I would get some money for my birthday. That's, my mother-in-law always gives me money for my birthday, so I thought, well, I'll buy it for my birthday. But then Ulta ended up sending me a 20% off coupon, a 20% off anything. So I got 20% off of it, you know, which was like 13 bucks off. So I got a really good deal on it. That worked out really good. And if I can time it right, maybe I can get this stuff, you know, every year, because you literally just use a little tiny bit. And I was really happy with it, and so I was pretty excited that I got to buy it. I haven't even had to use it yet because, like I said, I'm still using that little sample. And then I'm sitting there reading, I was like on the Doctor's site, and then I saw they had a Facebook page, so I liked it, and then I saw they were rooting for the Kansas City Royals, and I thought, and I knew it was made in the USA because that was one of the things I had paid attention to, and the fact that they do no animal testing. But then I looked at the back, and not only is it made in the USA, it's from Kansas City, Missouri. So it's like right here, which was so funny. So, but anyway, if you follow me on Instagram, I did put a picture of it and on there, like of the box, I think. So anyway, I think that stuff really works. Of course, also last week I was on vacation, and not only did I sit around like a slug, I ate like a pig. So got to get that, you know, I had finally reached my goal, and I keep messing up, but at least I don't have as far to go when I don't fall as far, you know what I mean? And my clothes aren't tight or anything, so I don't think I did a ton of damage, but you know, I'm like a size 8 now, and I want to stay there. I don't really want to go any smaller. You know, somewhere around an 8, 10, I'm happy. You know, I still have boobs, and because I one time got down to a 4, and it's like I had no boobs, I had no butt, you know. My husband wasn't that he wasn't too fond of that. So, you know, I want to be curvy, you know. I like to have my curves. So I'm pretty happy there. But what else? I think, I bought some new eyeshadow. That's the only thing, like when it comes to makeup, I'm kind of a makeup junkie, but I'm not one of those that spends a ton of money on all the kinds of makeup, but I do, usually if I'm going to get something expensive, it's going to be my eyeshadow. And not like Bobbi Brown or something like that. I think the most expensive eyeshadow I ever buy is by Tarte or Too Faced, and Too Faced is actually my favorite, so I think it works the best to me. But I've tried so many different eyeshadows, and I really think you get what you pay for in those. I will say though, Wet n Wild has some good eyeshadows, and they're really cheap and they stay on good. They just don't have as many neutrals as what I like. So, but I did buy myself this little holiday set from Tarte that's eyeshadows, and then my best friend, she always goes overboard, I feel like, on my birthday, and she bought just like a bunch of pampering stuff, because she knows on Fridays I do like a pampering bath. You know, I do a face mask, and I'll do like bath salts, or, you know, light a candle, just kind of relax, you know, most Fridays. And so she got me a really nice candle and several kinds of bath salts and bath bombs and face masks, just different little pampering things. But she also got me a Sephora gift card. So with that, I haven't got it yet, but I ordered, it was Tarte. They had, I think it was, yeah, they have a holiday set that's exclusive to Sephora. And Ulta has an exclusive one too, but I like Sephora's better. So I ordered that. So that's what I'm going to get for myself from her. But I spent all my birthday money. But on everything I really, you know, things, I got my sweaters at Target, and they had them buy one, get one 50%. And if you shop at Target, and if you're not aware of Cartwheel, get aware of it, because Target has an app that's called Cartwheel, and it has like percentages off that you don't see in the ads. You just look at it. It actually even has a scanner on it, and you can scan the product, and that's what I do. Everything that goes into my cart at Target, I scan, and if there's a percentage off, then you like select it, and then you get your own barcode, and then when you get up to the register, everything that you have selected, like the coupons to use, are on that barcode, and they just scan the barcode. But if you go, if you have like a smartphone where you have apps, just search for Target Cartwheel. It's free. It comes with like a certain amount of coupons you can use, and then as you use it more and more, you can unlock more spots. But I've used it since October of 2013, and I've saved $67.44. And just as an example, when I went shopping with my birthday money, I also bought a belt, and belts were 30% off with Cartwheel. And so, and also like some of my Halloween stuff that I bought, there was percentages off of that, and so you should check it out. It's really, there was a lady that told me about it on vacation, like in July last year, and I didn't get around to using it till October, and then I was like, dang, what have I been missing? And there's been several times at Target where I've been like scanning things, and I've had people ask me what I'm doing, you know, or they're asking, are you doing one of those things where it checks all the prices? And it's like, no, let me tell you. So I've actually got people that have been at Target. There's like 3 ladies now that have downloaded the app right then and there. And Target also, if you use your Target Red Card, you just automatically get 5% off. So I'm always doing the 5%. I always am using the Cartwheel, because every time I go to Target, I don't care what I buy or how small, I always use my Target card. I just pay it off every month. I have never paid interest on that card. I just, you know, but you know, there's probably plenty of people that do. So it wouldn't be good if you carry a balance all the time. You know, saving 5% is not good if you have to pay interest. But so anyway, between that 5% and that Cartwheel, I can really save some money. And most of the time, the things that are Target brand, they're almost always at least another 5% off, sometimes more. And they have a coffee that I really like. I think it's called Coffee House Blend, and the coffees are always on sale with the Cartwheel, and the last time they were 20% off. So there's my my pitch for Target Cartwheel. I love Target. And then let's see, did I have anything exciting? And to me it was exciting to go out shopping with birthday money. But it's actually too warm to wear my sweaters right now, but once I wear them, you'll see them in videos, I'm sure. But it's actually been in it's 76 degrees right now in the Kansas City, Missouri area. Yesterday it got up to 82. That's really unusual for this time of year, which it doesn't bother me. I mean, I think you all know I absolutely hate winter, but I do love fall. I wish I could have fall and then just go right into spring, because I love the crispness in the air and the leaves changing, you know, and I like to be able to get my boots out and my sweaters and all that. I don't like getting my winter coat out and having to bundle all up and freeze. If it gets cold enough to see your breath, I don't really like it. I don't know, sometimes in the fall you can see your breath, but it's still not miserable. Maybe I should say if it gets in the 20s and below, I don't like it, but I'm okay the rest of the time. Winter's really the only season I hate. I mean, if there's a stronger word than hate, I would use it. I despise winter. I'm kind of like weird because I love to see snow when it is actually snowing outside. I think it's beautiful. But you know how, like, if you live somewhere where it snows, you know in no time flat the snow is ugly and dirty and disgusting, especially by the roads because of the cars driving and everything, and eventually you get really sick of it, or I do. You know, when it's first coming down, I'm thinking, oh, how beautiful and sparkly and white, but then after a while I get really tired of all the white. I get really tired of all the trees with no leaves, and it's always cloudy. I'm one of those people that in the wintertime I get kind of depressed. You know, it brings me down. But, you know, I always just try to think of things to look forward to. I don't know. I try to cheer myself up. But, so yeah, I really can't think of anything else to talk about. I don't know if... Oh, I ordered... Have you heard of Loot Crate before? It's L-O-O-T Crate. I had noticed they suckered me in just for 1 month. I only ordered their box for 1 month because Loot Crate it says it's like a nerdy geek box, which a lot of the times I would like what's in that box, because I've watched a few unboxing videos, and some of the stuff I would like, but then other stuff I wouldn't, because it's really into superheroes and Marvel and stuff like that, and I'm not so big into that. But sometimes they have like video game stuff that's, I still like the Super Mario Brothers and that kind of stuff, the Nintendo games, and so some of that stuff I think would be fun. But for the most part, I probably wouldn't like that box. But for October only, the theme was fear, and so I ordered that box. Plus I had a percentage off, because through Facebook there was like a code or something. That's where I got suckered in, one of those darn ads on Facebook. And I'm glad I ordered it, because it was like 13, with shipping and everything it was like 16 something. Normally it's more than that, but I had the percentage off. But the first thing in the box was this really cool t-shirt, and you know how I like skulls, and I Instagrammed a picture of the t-shirt too, but it was a skull, but the skull was made up of cats and kittens. So from a distance it just looks like a skull, but when you get closer it's a bunch of kitty cats. I thought that was so cute. I just love it, and it's on a black background. And then there was a book that was like how to survive a Sharknado and other unnatural disasters, which I think those books are really fun. I have that one, the Zombie Survival Guide, that I actually bought when it first came out a long time ago, just because I think they're hilarious. They're so fun. And then it also came with a Walking Dead comic book, and I'm really big into The Walking Dead. I love that show, and so I'm excited about that book. And then it came with like a little drawing of two of the characters, Daryl and Merle, like a cartoon drawing. It was really cute. And a button. I guess every month they come with like a, the buttons, the round buttons with the pins. I don't know what you call them, a button. And then this really cool ink pen that I ended up giving my younger son because he just freaked out on it, but I reluctantly gave it to him because I thought it was really cool. It was from like a prop from this game called Dead Rising 3, and I guess you can make all kinds of cool weapons to kill the zombies or whatever. I don't really know exactly, but it was like a saw hooked on and it had blood on it and everything. It was just really cool, but it was a pen. And then it came with a candy, some 3D glasses. Oh, and also a code for some other game that my older son really likes, so I gave him that. So I was really happy with it. Just that t-shirt alone. It was so funny because I opened the box and they had it folded in such a way that you couldn't really tell that it was going to be a skull. And I saw the cats and I thought, well, cats aren't really scary because they weren't like, the cats with their backs all arched or anything. It was just cute cats. And then I opened it and I was like, oh my God, this is a skull. I was so excited about that. But anyway, and what even got me thinking about a box was my BoxyCharm got shipped one day last week, so maybe it'll come today. If it did, I'll film an unboxing of it. I don't know if I'll do it today or tomorrow. It just depends. But so anyway, I had a really good vacation week off. I was really happy. It was hard to get up this morning, but yeah. So I'm done. I just wanted to say hi, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.